Good evening. Welcome to St. Peter's Lutheran Church. My name is Sean Barrett. I'm glad you're here. As I shared on Sunday, and if you are a member at St. Peter's, you should have received a letter in the mail by now. But we have a focus on creating a culture of generosity here at St. Peter's, especially through the month of October, as we look at how much we have given to God of our financial resources, and we look ahead to next year and get excited about the new ministries we could start up and the new ways that we could give. And I thought I'd start out with a story of mine and April's growth in generosity and what began stirring in our hearts. Growing up, I always knew that giving was part of being a Christian because, each week, these plates would come around, and as a child, my parents would give me money to put in that plate, usually a few coins. But we never really talked much about how much money to put in that or what really that meant. And over the years, it has become a joy to me to give generously. And it wasn't of my own beginnings. It was the influence of many mentors along the way. For us, we really began to get serious, April and I, about giving after our pastor preached from a passage in Malachi. And this was back in 2007. It's amazing how sometimes these sermons stick with you for so long. But Malachi writes, "You people are robbing me, your God. And here you are asking, how are we robbing you? You are robbing me of the offerings and of the 10% that belongs to me. That's why your whole nation is under a curse. I am the Lord all-powerful, and I challenge you to put me to the test. Bring the entire 10% into the storehouse so that there will be food in my house. Then I will open the windows of heaven and flood you with blessing after blessing. I will also stop locusts from destroying your crops and keeping your vineyards from producing. Everyone of every nation will talk about how I have blessed you and about your wonderful land. I, the Lord all-powerful, have spoken." That morning in 2007, that passage hit me like a brick wall. And I realized me and April and our family, we were missing a piece of our walk of discipleship. Sure, our children were involved with youth group. April and I were very active in that congregation, serving in a number of ways. But giving, I'd always thought of giving was something that's nice for rich people to do, people with a lot of extra money. But as I read that passage, giving is not just for rich people. Giving is for all of God's people. And in that passage, God challenges the people to put God to the test, to give that tithe and see if God will not meet that challenge. Well, that was 2007, and it would be years before April and me were able to give 10%. It was a struggle because when we started that journey, we were giving next to nothing. As I think about how generosity has impacted my own life, the fact that I'm the pastor here at St. Peter's is a piece of that generosity. There is no way that April and I could have paid for seminary. There's no way it would have been a possibility. But the generosity of that congregation made it possible. That congregation paid for half of my tuition, which is about $7,500 per year for 4 years. And as I thought about this more during my required internship, I was thankful to be paid for that internship, but I was paid about $14,000 that year. $14,000, a little over $1,000 per month, doesn't go very far with a family of 5. But April and I had committed to give 10%. And each time we gave, we looked at our bills and our checking account, and we had times where we were fearful, but God was always faithful. God always provided for us in surprising and amazing ways. And now that I am in my 7th year of ordained ministry here at St. Peter's, I continue to be inspired by so many generous disciples here. As I see new ministries begin and as I see us strengthen and refine existing ministries, I am humbled and inspired as I realize that the generosity of so many people here at St. Peter's is making these things possible. As we look towards next year and as we send out intent cards and ask people what they intend to give for next year, April and I are going to increase our giving. I don't know how that's going to work with April going to school full time, but I do know God is faithful and God will meet our needs. I invite you to come on this journey of generosity and find the joy that comes from giving. Hope you're having a great week. Take care and God bless.
Kneels at the feet of his friends, silently washes their feet. Master who pours out himself for them. Yesu, fill us with your love. Show us how to serve the neighbors we have from you. Neighbors are wealthy or poor, varied in color and race. Neighbors are nearby and far away. Yesu, fill us with your love. Show us how to serve the neighbors we have from you. These are